Three great rulers marched towards the same destiny. To understand why England stood on the brink of conquest, we must return to where it all began. At the heart of England's most powerful family stood Earl Godwin. His lands, wealth, and influence made him the most powerful nobleman in the kingdom. Among Earl Godwin's many sons, two stood above the rest: Harold, the dependable warrior, and Tostig, the proud and ambitious noble. The choices these two brothers would make would shape the future of England and change history forever. Harold first earned lasting renown by leading England's campaign against the Welsh. His victories established him as the kingdom's finest commander. Harold's victories in Wales earned more than glory. They won the admiration of King Edward the Confessor, who came to trust him above all other nobles. Around 1064, King Edward entrusted Harold with a mission across the English Channel. Whatever its purpose, the journey would change England forever. On this voyage, the sea carried Harold somewhere he never intended to go. Alone on a foreign shore, he soon realized the storm was only the beginning. Harold's journey brought him to the court of Count Guy of Ponthieu. Far from England, the English earl's fate now rested in the hands of a Norman lord. Harold remained at Count Guy's court, but Guy answered to a more powerful lord. Soon, word of the English earl's arrival reached William, Duke of Normandy. William immediately sent for Harold. The English earl was welcomed with the honor due to a nobleman, as two of Europe's most powerful men met for the first time. Soon afterwards, William invited Harold to accompany him on campaign in Brittany. Fighting alongside the Norman duke, the English earl would earn admiration for his courage. Before Harold returned to England, he swore a solemn oath before William. It was said that he promised to support William's claim to the English throne, a promise that would soon be tested. While Harold's fortunes continued to rise, another story was unfolding in the north. Tostig Godwinson's rule was beginning to unravel. As Earl of Northumbria, Tostig ruled one of England's most powerful earldoms. But beneath the surface, resentment was beginning to grow. The Northumbrian nobles chose Morcar as their new earl. The challenge to Tostig had begun. The rebellion could no longer be contained. Across Northumbria, the nobles rallied behind Morcar. Unable to stop the rebellion, Edward turned to his most trusted earl. But would Harold stand with his brother or turn his back on him? Harold rode north to meet the rebels. England stood on the brink of civil war, and every word spoken could decide its future. Harold chose peace over bloodshed. But was he saving England or securing his own path to the throne? By making peace with his brother's enemies, Harold had made an enemy of his own brother. Tostig was stripped of his earldom and driven into exile. Tostig fled across the sea to Flanders, but he did not forgive his brother's betrayal, and he did not forget. In 1066, Tostig returned with 60 ships, determined to reclaim what he believed had been stolen from him. But few answered his call. Unable to reclaim England alone, Tostig offered his allegiance to the one man powerful enough to help him take it back.